Bop, 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 bop. What's up, MK?
What is up?
Ooh, man. Hey, man, I got so much on me right now. I'm so glad to be home. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let me
that's
set my
right.
stuff
Look,
right.
come on. Look, let me get an accent. Let me get an accent, cause
Word is
you know,
bond, kid. Word is bond, kid. Kid, kid. Oh, kid.
man.
Woo. Boy,
I was
yeah,
listening to your live while you was in New York doing it, and I was like, Tony got an accent or something like that, you
yeah,
know? So
I got proper. Yeah, I got proper. Yeah, I did. Yeah. You better be glad I ain't no cusser. I don't want to run nobody off.
look, I was like, I'm gonna have to step my game up next time. I'm gonna lie with him. Be on my
You got to get proper.
be
Yeah,
proper.
you got to get proper. What's happening with you? Hey, man, I had a great day at the Greater Faith. I went to church today.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
Now
went
that
to church today.
y'all got back yesterday.
Yeah, we got back last night, late last night. For those that don't know, I went to New York and Philly, and we took a train ride through Philly and Jersey,
Uh,
celebrating my wife's birthday. Shout out to my wife, 49th birthday. I know y'all supposed to share nobody's age, but blessing to be there. And man,
we
we just did a
celebrated
little trip.
49. We don't care. Look,
Yeah, we don't care
we
about that.
celebrated 49. We don't care.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we did that. Glad to be
Okay.
home.
And then you got up this morning, went to
Went to
church.
church. Yeah, went to
Uh,
church, man. Got a good word on faith, man. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Pastor Paul at the Greater Faith. Hey, we're gonna be there this coming Saturday. But anyway, let's talk about why we own. Listen, I don't want to give. I done jumped right in. I done jumped over some stuff. But yeah, I'm on your show. What we got?
man, you know, ain't this off the cuff. I ain't even sent out no notifications. We just popped up on here, so you
Oh,
know,
we talking to each other. You said
we
we
just
talking to each other right now.
we just talking. You know,
Okay.
uh,
All right.
I
All right.
can't even see. I don't know if anybody watching us over there on Facebook or not. You know. But anyway, yeah, I just was like, let's just hit the button.
Just hit the button and just
Just
do it.
so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Me too.
So,
Me too. What you excited about? What you excited about?
man, the tour. The tour. You didn't see my title. Are you ready for the tour, Alabama?
The tour.
And no,
Talk to me.
I ain't talking about the Renaissance tour.
Okay, to tell me about this tour thing, because I know some folks out there that don't know who you are, don't know who I am. Tell them a little bit about who you are and what you excited about. What type of tour you talking about? Because I'm
Okay,
confused.
so yeah, first and foremost, for y'all who don't know me, my name, as you can see in the corner over there, is Melissa King. I am in North Alabama. I am a home-based business owner. I know you see my background. You looking like it ain't looking luxurious. You don't know that. You only see in a little square. You see my whole mansion. Don't
Right.
judge me.
That's right.
But I'm a very silly but passionate home-based business owner. And the reason I'm excited is because the man who introduced the whole concept of shifting your income, Mr. Ivy Stokes, he is the co-founder of myEcon, which is the home-based business that I have been pushing for the last 8 years, thanks to this gentleman over here who introduced it to me. And
Okay.
he's coming through now. If y'all thought Beyonce was somebody to get excited about, in Alabama, I was on Facebook last week and Instagram, and I seen all these pictures of people going to Nashville. They caught the tour. They was posted, and then I if anybody didn't see my little video I did, I had to try to clickbait them. I told them
Yeah.
if you mention Nashville, we
Clickbait.
got you. We got
Yeah.
you. So I put a little clickbait out there. Told them, we got you. But I wasn't talking about that tour.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about the tour where you go see a millionaire who is already a millionaire that's charging you $150 for nosebleed seats
Woo.
for you to sit there and watch her make more millions.
Wow.
I'm talking about a millionaire that is going to come to 3 cities on his Alabama tour.
Show you right.
He gonna be in Montgomery on Monday, which is
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow.
So Montgomery and surrounding areas, get prepared. He gonna be in my neck of the woods, North Alabama.
North.
Anybody around the surrounding area of Huntsville, Madison, Cortland, Decatur, Town Creek, Muscle Shoals, North Alabama, we got you.
Okay.
The leg of the tour is gonna be right here. It's gonna be in Hillsboro, which is like right in the center of North Alabama. It ain't too far to drive for nobody that's in this area.
Right.
And it's gonna be at hold on, First Missionary Baptist Church of Hillsboro, which is at 429. I ain't got my glasses on.
426.
Is it 426?
426.
Front Street. If y'all know
Yeah.
Greg, if you from this area, y'all know Pastor Greg Willis. Y'all know Greg. So that is his church. He is gonna be hosting the founder. He coming through Tuesday. And then Saturday, for the last leg of the tour, he gonna be up in Tony's neck of the woods, which is in the Birmingham area. And he's going to be at Greater Faith Christian Church at 5650 Rockdale Road, Bessemer.
Bessemer.
So, if you're not familiar with me, you might be wondering, why should we be excited about this man that we don't know nothing about?
Right.
And he gonna be at somebody's churches. He coming to save souls. Look, don't worry about all that. He ain't, well, in a way, it is like saving souls. He's gonna help save some souls on how to keep money in your pocket. Now, this man started off, I don't know how many years ago, but he's an older gentleman, so he's been in the game for a minute. And he's been a millionaire for a minute. Now, he didn't get an inheritance that was passed down from generational wealth. He got out there and made, with the help of the Lord, he took $10 and turned that into millions of dollars. And because he was so blessed, he is going to share that same information with us for free. Beyonce wanted $150 for nosebleed.
Right.
You can sit in the front row, front pew, front chair, whatever you want to call it, for free on Monday night in Montgomery, Tuesday night in North Alabama, and Saturday in the Birmingham area at 10 in the morning. All you got to do is show up. He's going to be there and ready to teach. So, you said tell him a little bit about me. I told you I'm a home-based business owner. What do I do with this home-based business? I do what we're doing right now. I share financial information. And in the process of sharing this information, I have learned how to increase my credit, how to cut down my debt, how to build a business, all of that stuff just in the last 8 years. And I know how to keep more of my money in my pocket.
Right.
So, with that being said, me and Tony get on here every week because we come on here regularly and we talk to you guys. We come on and share the blueprint with you. We got the man coming this week who wrote the blueprint. So that's who you want to come and listen to and ask questions to. And let me ask you, with Beyonce after the show, come back and tell you how to sing like she do and dance like she do, so you can, I don't think she's gonna do that. Even if we had Trump come through, you think Trump gonna meet up with any of us and break bread and tell you how to get where he is? He ain't done it. He don't care.
He don't care.
Elon Musk, all these big names. I'm not good with the big names, but you know what I mean. Y'all know who I'm talking about. These people don't care whether you live and breathe, as long as they making $1. But this man is going to set aside a week of his time to come through Alabama and teach us what he learned and how to exercise everything that he's teaching us to get where we're trying to be. So
I think Melissa,
I think you hit what you got.
I think you hit it on the head with the Beyonce thing. People are so quick to be entertained that education is out of the window. And for most cases, people look at education is like it's a slow grind. Like
Right.
the traditional education that we got, go to school, get a good job. But this
Mhm.
piece of financial education is like the missing piece to building wealth. It's like strategies. When you go to
Right.
school, they don't talk about strategies, how to build a business, what to sell. We got red hot. I'm talking about fire hot pro, products. Like I just used one this past weekend, like our travel membership.
Mhm.
A lot of people join our business for many different reasons, man. But, like my cousin got on. Shout out to Christy. Christy that came on. My cousin and Christy Smith. She did. She joined for credit, the credit portion of it, and just sharing it with her kids. But look, I want to do it all. We got so much value in this business. It's too much to put into one little box, right? It's hard to talk about all of the benefits our financial membership has. But for you to come out to any of those three locations that Melissa mentioned, and we do have a flyer that this guy hadn't done anything since COVID. He hadn't been out, so he's excited about coming out. And his first stop is in Alabama. And man, we need to pack the house just to show some love because, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be some people get blessed with the information that he's going to share. I'm talking
Mhm.
about up close and personal. Some people don't get it watching a video, but when somebody comes into your city with that type of influence, that has that much knowledge and has results to back it up. Melissa said he used $10 and really produced 600 million, and that was a couple of years ago. So I would say he's probably on pace for billions. But the
Right.
information he's sharing is life changing because it changed my life, and I know it can change it for anybody that's willing to listen. Right?
That's right. It's just you and I were talking before we got on, and we are trying to figure out what is it that we are not saying that people aren't getting how important this is. I mean, you know, uh, not to keep going back to Beyonce, but she's a hot ticket item right now, so I'm gonna reference her. But one of her songs from her last CD, she makes mention that her great grandchildren are already rich.
Woo.
You
Yeah.
hear me? And
Right.
then when she came out on stage and her 11-year-old is standing right there next to her, that's generational wealth right there.
Yeah.
Okay? She
Yeah.
talking about generational wealth. She got the means to get hers with her voice and her talent. You know what I mean? But she
Mm-hmm.
also got that business sense too. Now, the average person, we don't have that Beyonce talent for to be
Right.
able to draw a crowd in to do that. But we don't have
Yeah.
to have that. But we do have to have, like you said, strategies, and we have to have some business sense. So
Mm-hmm.
the same stuff that she's teaching her kids and passing down to her great grandchildren, we can do the same thing. But it's
Right.
just it feels like a lot of times people don't get can't wrap their minds around how tangible it actually is. You look at it, you're like, oh man, we ain't gonna never get to that status. Beyonce, she rich, she married Jay-Z, blah 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 blah. You can't worry about what that person has. That person has figured it out. It's on you to figure it out. So if
Mm-hmm.
you have someone, like I said, we follow the blueprint, but Mr. Stokes wrote the blueprint. So if you
Mm-hmm.
have somebody who has been there, done that, and is willing to show you how to do it for free,
Right.
all you gotta do is show up. Nobody's charging at the door.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no charge. You show up in Montgomery. Um, and I forgot to look at. I didn't even announce the location for Montgomery. Let me pull it up real. I forgot. What's the Montgomery location?
It's at a restaurant, I believe. It's called
I had the
Jan's
flyer up a
Grill.
minute ago. But we'll hit it up. But anyway, you show up in Montgomery Monday night at 7. Come on now. If you work first shift, you done got off work, traffic done died down. We
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna keep you there for 3-4 hours. You show up, you get some free information on that can change your life, improve your life, help you provide generational wealth for your descendants.
Mm-hmm.
And all you gotta do is show up. That's what I was saying in the last thing, when Christy was on. One time before, this made back in 2019, Mr. Stokes was here. He was doing a tour then. And I advertised every day for a week. He was gonna be in Huntsville. Y'all come out. This man has knowledge. He's willing to share. And I get there expecting to be trying to elbow my way in, standing room only. I get there, and I was a little disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. But Mr. Stone said the people who are ready for the wealth and the knowledge that want to be here are here.
That's right.
He said
Right.
you don't focus on who's not here. You
Mm-hmm.
focus on who's here. So when
Mm-hmm.
he said that, it made sense. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think if somebody had said, somebody like Beyonce or Jay-Z or whoever else is popular right now was going to be in Huntsville, and if you here at this time on this night at 7 o'clock, you can get in for free. Traffic would have been bagged up all the way down 565 to Highway
Mm-hmm.
20 with folks trying to
Right.
get over here to see what was to do. And then the only
Right.
thing they were trying to do was charge you to see them get richer. you know,
No, that's right.
I'm not trying to make people feel bad about
Right.
entertainment and enjoying what you do. Like you said, you just got back from New York this weekend. You went out and you had a good time. When
Mm-hmm.
when something comes up that I want to go to, you best believe when New Edition was here, me and baby girl was there. We was on the floor seats. So I'm not saying don't do that. What I'm saying is that same fervor and I'm going and ain't nobody gonna keep me from going that you put into that to go see that entertainment. Put that same, if not more, attention to learning how to build wealth. Because like I said, them folks out that you going paying to see, they already got it. You
Yeah.
spending your hard-earned money. So you don't even gotta spend your hard-earned money to come learn how. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
But
know?
you know what? I got to say this too. Listening to what you're saying is like it's nothing wrong. Like you're right. There's nothing wrong with going out and have a good time, but life has to have balance, right? You can't spend all of your time getting entertained because you're going to eventually run out of money, or you're going to be putting yourself in a bind. So
Right,
what we try to do is tell you don't stop doing what you're doing, but do it smart. Like I was just talking about how my wife's birthday was this past weekend. Now don't get it twisted. It was a business write off as well because
right.
those were some things that we were going to do anyway. So how about if you're going to go to that Beyonce concert with your friends, y'all got stop at a hotel, y'all got gas, got to fuel up, you got the mileage. Take your business with you. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the year, no matter how much them Beyonce tickets were, how much money you spent on food and drinks and the hotels, you can write it off as a business expense. You know what I'm saying? So we
Exactly.
just got to be smarter with our money because I'm like, you work hard every day. I get it. You stressed out. You find out that's the only way you can unleash, unwind, and kind of, chill out. Go somewhere, to listen to your favorite artist. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But just keep in mind that the world system is set up for you to continue to spend money, and you have to continuously go back to work to get the money that you lost, right? And it's hard. It's hard to get $1 because everything is going up and then your paycheck is the same. We just gonna share some strategies to help you keep most of your money without losing it through entertainment, taxes, debt, and all of the other stuff that some people don't even know about.
Exactly. And it's like, I don't know. I'm always trying to figure out a way to make it more plain, not to overcomplicate it. Because before I started in this business, I'll be the first one to tell you, I went to school for a health related profession. All of my knowledge that I got from school is related to anatomy and physiology, all that type of stuff, which has nothing, not a doggone thing to do with money. Not
Right.
nothing. And I think I shared this before. I was a little embarrassed because, like I said, I've been doing this for 8 years now. So I didn't get in, and I just turned 49. So I didn't get started on my journey to making good, sound financial decisions. And I knew what I was doing until I was 40. Before 40, 20s, we ain't even gonna talk about. Let's just scratch the whole 20s. I was trying to figure it out, but I still didn't like exactly. You know how you know where you want to go, but you don't exactly know the best route to get there. You trying to figure out how to get there, and you
Right.
know when you're in your 20s, you don't even know where you want to go. Just whatever looks like fun, that's where you at. You know. But in your 30s, you trying to get your hands out that big way. Well, when the 40s came around, you came through talking about myEcon, and that was just kind of like, oh, so he gonna come through and give me the roadmap. So now
Mhm.
I can figure it out. But that's my story to tell. It's people
Right.
right now that's in their 20s. You ain't got to do it like I did. Trust me, you don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah.
If you're in your 20s, that's why I admire Christy and the other Kurt, Lakeivia, people
Leukemia.
like
Yeah.
that. The younger people who are learning this lesson now. So by
Right now. Yeah.
the time they get to be 40, they're gonna be running
Yeah. They
circles
good.
around what I knew at 40.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Candy. Candy said, "Hey, at Melissa and Tony, happy Sunday.
Hey,
How's the tour going? How's the tour going, girl? We trying to get the tour kicked off, honey. We trying to get it kicked off. Look, I told them, I said, this not the Renaissance tour, but Beyonce wasn't teaching you how to build generational wealth. She was showing you what it looked like.
yeah. From her
She let
side, on
you,
her side of
yeah,
town.
she let you key in it. We
Yeah.
tell you, we give you the keys and let you come on in. You know what I mean? So it's amazing how if you have a sense of direction and you know where you're going, how much more it starts making sense what you're supposed to do. Because prior to doing this, I knew about generational wealth as far as like rich people when they die, they leave their kids stuff. That was the extent of my knowledge about generational wealth. And I
Hmm.
knew because my parents wasn't rich and I wasn't rich, that wasn't something that was gonna happen at my house. But then I had
Hmm.
to learn you create your own generational wealth you
Right.
know. So it's just so much that you can learn, and if you're open to it and you're already kind of teetering on what I need to get my finances right. This is an excellent opportunity this week. Montgomery, North Alabama, Birmingham area. This is an
Hmm.
ideal opportunity because I'm telling
Right.
you, Trump ain't gonna come through and do all this for you.
No,
you know,
yeah.
he
You
would
know,
not.
you know what I used to get a little frustrated when I was trying to explain to people about what I do. And then I was thinking, you really can't try to explain something that was for you, right? It's almost
Right.
like, maybe a video is not going to do it for one person, but being up close and personal with somebody that knows, because especially for somebody that knows you, they're not going to listen to you. I can tell you that, somebody that's that close to you, but listening to someone that actually created the system and is really benefiting from it. I mean, really, a lot of people look at success as having a nice car, big house, a couple of $1 million in the bank. Mr. Stokes doesn't have to talk about that. Saying he knows the struggle. He knows how people struggling and why they struggle, and he got a solution to help people win or just to improve. You might not be struggling, but you may
Right.
want to improve on what you got going on, and it's always something that you missed. We
Right.
always miss stuff, especially when you own your own level of understanding. It's like, oh, I thought I was doing it right, but I didn't think about that. Maybe
Mm.
let me do this and see how far it can get me. So, man, I'm just excited that I know it's going to be a lot of people going to benefit from him showing up in Alabama, and I'm just excited to be a part of it, right?
Exactly. It's just so amazing to me, and I'm continuously impressed about how open he is to sharing this information. It's almost like it's too good to be true. What he getting out of this? And it's almost like but I've had the pleasure of meeting and spending time with this man on several occasions. He's always shown himself to be number one, God fearing, and he always, you know, gives him the first note of praise. And then he's very smart and he's very down to earth. You just don't
Mm,
find that a lot in people. And the fact that he could take his millions, go in his house and close his door and not talk to nobody.
Right.
But he's willing to get out and see, and more importantly, and I just think it's a good point. He wants to see people that look like him do well too.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, when they do hit that status, they ain't studying on. They
Yeah.
hobnobbing with people who have it like they have it, and nine
Right.
times out of 10, it's not always gonna be me and Tony. We
Right.
ain't gonna be sitting at that table, but I just appreciate that so much that he is always willing to take time and sit down with us. And if it's almost like, if you want it, come get it. If you want the information, come and get it. And I just appreciate that so much. And I think people don't realize how much it's almost like somebody's telling you, okay, if you show up today, we're gonna give you a surprise. You don't know what the
Mm-hmm.
surprise is. You're like, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't going over there. Then 2 weeks, I ain't gonna say 2 weeks later, the next day, you hear a story on the news. Everybody who showed up got a check for $10,000. You sit at home like, I gotta be done. And that's almost right. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
you, because you are second guessing and feeling like it may not be worth your time, even though you don't have to pay anything for it.
Mm-hmm.
You let an opportunity pass, but the people who are there are getting blessed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting
Mm-hmm.
something that they don't take and pass down to generation.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think, I do get passionate about it, and I
Me
do
too.
I do still get a little bit, when it's just me and you talking, we ain't nobody. I get it. Y'all change the channel. Y'all not
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
But when Mr. Stones come, my thing is like, this is such a rare opportunity for the average person to be able to sit down and pick the brain of somebody who has that type of accomplishment,
Mm-hmm.
on their side and doesn't mind sharing it. We always
Yeah.
say our business is debt free. myEcon
Right.
doesn't have any debt, you
Right.
know, and everybody who's came in and picked up on the concept and put it forth, like I said, my credit score now, last time I looked, it was an 814. It's not the 837 that I had a couple of years ago, but with that 800 credit score, do you know how much money I can save? And what's the old saying? A penny saved is a penny earned, right?
Right.
So if I'm gonna take my credit score I got now and go out and purchase something, and I end up paying in interest, um, I don't know, $500 for the total interest amount compared to somebody that's paying $1,500, that's $1,000 that I got in my pocket that next person will not have. And I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes we don't know how to put it. When it comes to money, we only see what's coming in as a profit. We don't
Right.
always think about, what's not going out. And I hear you say all the time, when you talk to the average rich person, they don't want to hear about how much money you can help them make.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you always say?
How much can you help me save?
Right, right. They don't want to hear about, I already know how to make it. How you gonna help me to, not
Keep
to
it.
lose
Yeah.
what I didn't know
Yeah.
I was losing? And that's the key word. We don't know what we're losing.
Yeah.
Um, Sarah used to use an example all the time. Like, if you got this bucket of water and you continually putting water in the bucket, but you got 5, 6 big holes in it and in the bottom of it. So the faster you pouring water in, you got water going out. So it's
Right.
like, until you figure out how to plug those holes where the water is coming out at the bottom, it's like
Mm-hmm.
cash in ain't happening if you still got more cash going out than you got coming in. So,
Right.
that's the part that I feel like that this really focuses on. Now, it focuses on, we have the opportunity to build investment, as a business income as well, for people joining in, getting started. And then you learn about investment income, that passive income that you make while you sleep. But the
Mm-hmm.
first round is helping you with that money that you didn't know you were losing. And that's where that
Right.
W4 and the other cash flow manager, where you're making sure that the things that you were going to do anyway, that you
Right.
can write off with the business, he touches on all of those. So, and I
I
feel like
think the I think
but
the
you go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. I know you excited. I'm excited. I think the concept is here. But listen, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lack of business owners inside of our community, right? And
Yeah.
the first business owner that you should be is a home based business owner because that's where most of us are spending our money. That's where most of us are losing our money. So the concept really is brilliant to create a business from a place where people are losing their money. The middle class. We're the middle
Right.
class, y'all, and they're trying to choke us out by inflation, taxes, and debt by continuously forcing us to buy stuff. So here's the thing: once you grasp the concept of becoming a home-based business owner and knowing that you can teach this to other people and make money, this is
Mhm.
where you win financially. Like you don't have to be a regular 6 figure earner. You can be a 7 8 figure earner by the
Right.
information that you have and the information you share out with others. Melissa was saying that we're trying to figure out what are we missing or what are you missing from us that the reason why you have not joined yet. Like we all struggle with taxes, even the
Mhm.
rich people. Middle
Mhm.
class people struggle the most because we're getting hit the hardest, right?
Right.
We're getting
Right.
hit the hardest because we haven't fixed the foundation, which Melissa talked about the holes in our finances. You would seal that up if you became a home based business owner. That means
Mhm.
you're getting credit for money that you're spending every day. So if it's a small investment in yourself to join a membership like me and Melissa and other myEcon associates, you should. And I would say join before you come to the meeting and bring your friends and family with you, right? So now you're building on a foundation of how having the co-founder of a multi-million dollar company educate them for you. And all you got to do is just say, hey, I'm excited. Y'all come with me. I want
Right.
to show y'all something. I want to show y'all what I just joined. That's all you got
Exactly.
to do. I'm gonna let Mr. Stokes do his thing, and I'm gonna tell you, you're looking at the next 6 7 figure earners right now. I claim that. It's a vision. He's done it. He's sharing it with us, and it can
Right.
be done. It's duplicatable. We all need it.
Definitely. And yeah, like you said, I just wish I knew the magic words that I could say that would make people have that aha moment like we had.
Yeah.
And you know, Tony and I think we have similar feelings about it. As far as we're not trying to get rich off other people. If you join the
Right.
business, our biggest joy or our biggest benefit of you joining this business is knowing that we share something with you that's gonna change your future and your future generation. That
Mm.
is worth more to me than what when somebody joins you get what like $10, $14, like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I because we always get compared to those famous pyramid
Yeah.
where people feel like somebody's trying to get rich. Um,
Yeah.
Please trust and believe that the 1995, because it's still 1995, right?
Yes.
Going right now. Trust and believe that the 1995 that you're going to pay to join this business is not going to have me living next door to Oprah. Unless everybody in the world, and I'm not saying I don't have goals. I'm just saying that is not my main goal when I share
Right.
this information. My main goal is to get the education out there so that everybody has a shot and everybody knows what level the playing field.
Yeah.
Make sure that everybody knows that is how to do it. Because it's one
Hmm.
thing, to not be able to participate because you chose not to. It's another
Right.
thing to not participate because you didn't have the knowledge and you didn't know where to show up or what to be or what to bring with you or what the what uniform you gotta wear. At least level the I like being able to level the playing field. And
Absolutely.
when you join a business and be even more successful than I am, it's entirely possible because
Hmm.
it's what you make of it. But
Right.
I just like the fact that hey, the hood table. See the hood table up in here. Thank you for coming
Hey,
through.
hey.
This was a whole impromptu uh
Yeah.
hood table. We was getting excited because Alabama about to have the cash flow tour with our co-founder, Mr. Ivy Stokes, this week, and you know we're trying to set it off. We want to see a full house. So me and Tony was like, man, we gotta get on here and talk about this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We want to share the hype, the energy. Look,
Yes.
I just got the Beyonce wig on too.
Ah,
Look, don't make me start.
don't do it.
Look, you see my employee want to do right, don't
You're like, no.
you? No, she gave me a prime nose. I'm like, not Blue Ivy. Come on here. Not.
That's all good.
She like, I ain't done it. But yeah, I'm super excited about not just seeing Mr. Stokes, but about hearing the information, and you know, and it's always a good feeling too when you see people who haven't heard it, when they hear it and they get excited about it. You know,
Yeah, that's great.
there's plenty of people out there that's been wanting to buy a house. They've been wanting to improve their credit. They've been trying to figure out a way that they can stop working 2 and 3 jobs, because you know, anytime we get into a type, our first answer is, I need to start looking for a part-time job. You're already working 40 hours a week, killing yourself on the first job. You're gonna go add on a second job, which is gonna put you into a higher tax bracket. So if you have, you know, if you don't have a home-based business, you don't really see it. Like the work that you're putting out, working a full-time and a part-time job, you're not getting the results out of it that you should be, because taxes is eating it up. And if you don't know what you're doing, I ain't gonna say what you're doing wrong, but if you don't know what you could be doing to improve your spending habits and eliminate debt, you still aren't gonna resolve the problem that led you to have that part-time job in the first place. So it's almost like you're spinning your wheels, you know? So, and that's frustrating, because it's already frustrating to work 140-hour-a-week job when the money don't stretch. Right. You feel like, I'm going in here, you know, if you do go into the office, I'm driving out here every day, I'm spending my day with y'all, my feet hurt, my head hurt, I'm dealing with people I don't even like, I got to look in their face every day. You know,
and then you come home, your house tore up, your kids running around, everybody did no homework, they talking about they hungry, they all of that, you know.
And then when you get paid on Friday, you're looking at your check and you're like, okay, I got my mortgage and my rent coming out. This is gonna be the first of the month. Mortgage and rent coming out. Power bill just came due. It's been hot as hell all damn summer. By the time you finish divvying out, you know, that check that you done killed yourself for, what you got left over besides a whoosh and a dream that you had more money.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, I've been there. I know how it is when you feel like I am working my ass off, and it seems like I just can't catch a break. You feel like you're doing all the right things. I'm paying my tithes. I'm going to work. I pay my taxes, and I still can't seem to get that foot up that next rung of the ladder. And it's very frustrating. But we got people that I met when we had I met them for the first time in person when we went to our meeting in Atlanta. These was kids. I'm looking at these like, these children ain't even 30. You know, and they up speaking, telling their stories, telling how they got to be beyond 6 figures. And I'm looking at them like, see, the average person would be sitting up here trying to hate and trying to figure out what they're doing. It's got to be something they're doing. They ain't supposed to be doing. But I'm sitting there in amazement, like, I wish they could go back and kick 25-year-old Melissa in the tail, but not doing what they doing right now at 25. And I mean,
I think that the younger generation, they really have latched on to leverage income, and the older generation like us, we thinking linear with a job. So that's the problem that we having. We trying to do it the old way, and it's a new way. They moving the goalposts. They on social media. They talking to their friends and family. They talking to other people they don't know, and they're sharing and leveraging the system like myEcon has to create that 8 figure income, which we stuck. I think we gotta unstick this to know that you can build outside of a job, leverage income, not linear. We don't have to work for every dollar, every dime we make. You know what I'm saying? Leverage income, social media. We got to start thinking differently. This newer generation, the young folks, they getting it. They
Right.
living their life and they ain't going to nobody's job, which ain't nothing wrong with no job, but they feel like a job is too slow for them. Everybody want the fast money, and they know how to get it. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Right. And it's so amazing how the biggest thing that gets in our way is not skill set, it's not a degree, it's not the type of job that you're doing. The biggest thing that gets in our way is mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because if in your mind you haven't allowed yourself to understand that you can do this, you always gonna keep you. It's like you holding your own self back. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. When I first got into this business, and I was listening to Mr. Stokes, I was watching the videos, and I tease you all the time. I'm like, Tony, I'm here trying to tell somebody how to make some money. He got a good job. He working a good job. I'm like, what he gonna do for people who don't got a good job,
Right.
And I ain't gonna say I was skeptic because I am naturally a skeptical person. And I try to use discernment because everybody who out here telling you they can help you and teach you something do not have good intentions for you. So
Mm-hmm.
because of years of dealing with that, of course, initially I was skeptical. But I'm gonna tell you, when I got that first paycheck and I had an extra $400 on my paycheck, I joined on Sunday, November the 17th, 2015. I still remember the day. A day like today, around this time of day, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I signed up and Tony talked to me. I was like, no, what? And what was so funny is I had the same question everybody else. He didn't talk to me. He gave me the spiel and everything. I said, now, what is my business? What business I'm gonna do? And
Right.
it's like, I'm all aboard. I signed on dotted line. I'm like, but what do I sell? I ain't have a clue. I'm just like, it sounds good. So it took a minute for me to realize you're providing education. That's what you are selling if you want to say you sell something. But you're teaching people how to put money back in their pocket, how to change their mindset. And I'm telling you, that mind is hard. They're saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And a
That's it.
lot of us, well, look, that's the other thing you all be talking about, old folks and technology. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people don't want to do nothing. If they over, I'm gonna say some people in their 40s don't want to deal with no computer. You start telling them about, well, you got the log.
Mm-hmm.
I got to log in. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So they've already shut themselves out to it because they
Yeah.
don't want to do that part of it. But I was skeptical when I got that first check and I had an additional $400 on it. I was like, okay, okay. Um, I'm like, okay, let's see what we're gonna do. So, I
Yeah.
got that. And then I start, listening to the whole strategy thing. And one of the first things they talked about is how do you get when I started looking at the debt elimination. Because that was my thing. I didn't have a lot of credit card bills. But it don't take but 2 or 3 of them with a
Mm-hmm.
balance over $1,000, and you feel like you can't see the light. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
seeing no light at the end of the tunnel. Because 9 times out of 10, if you have more than 2 cards that have $1,000 balance on it, that means you ain't got the money to pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
You got the money to pay it off, and then you're gonna start using this third card. So just like you snowball debt, they had an option for you to snowball eliminate debt. You know,
Yeah.
and so then the other option was, well, maybe you want to just, pay one off at a time. They gave you so many different strategies on how to minimize debt. And so it was like, oh, I didn't never think about it like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
I got my little extra $400. It may not sound like a lot, but it was a lot to me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
took that money and I decided, okay, am I gonna try to pay a little bit on each card or whatever? And I figured out how I want to do that. So, paid off the first card. And then first thing they showed you in the video about eliminating debt is once you pay off that first one, guess what? You get the money you was putting toward paying that off, that's extra money in your bank.
Mm-hmm.
Take that money and you can either put it all on one card or split it up and pay. And I'm saying all this to say that within 6 months, I had paid off all of my cards. I had a zero balance. So the extra additional $400 I was bringing in every 2 weeks, plus having paid those cards off, that's like I made money.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I ain't sold nothing yet.
Right.
But I have gotten a profit because if you think about it, that additional $400 plus, let's say I was paying $100 a month on 3 cards. That's $300. Right now, I got $700 that I didn't have, and I got 3 bills that I used to have that are gone. So now this money, I can take this and do something else. So what do I decide to do? I think I'm gonna pay my car off early. So that extra money I got, I started, making the first payment that I have to pay. Then the second payment, I'm like, this is towards the principal only. I'm trying to knock it out. Pay the car off a year and a half early. So then I'm sitting there, I'm like, it's like it happens so gradually that you don't really realize it while it's going on.
Right.
And a year later, you looking back, okay, it's November 2016. In November 2015, I had a car note that I still owe 2 years on. I had about $4,500 in credit card bills that I was paying $100 a month on. I was bringing home less money in my paycheck. And then at the end of the year, I still owed Uncle Sam. So it was like, how it was like being on a treadmill. I'm walking. I just speeded up, but I wasn't going nowhere. But then I'm looking at where I am a year later, and it's like, before you even realize it, all of that stuff is gone. So now you got money left where you don't have car payment anymore, all of that stuff. So what you gonna do with it? At that point, that's when you really dig into the other aspects of the business. It teaches you about investing. Don't go out and buy some Jordans. Invest in Nike. If you want to buy some Jordans, fine. But invest and own a part of Nike so that even whether you buy the Jordans or somebody else buy them, you are building money off of it. Right. So it's just like a whole new mindset. And I know it wasn't just me because you got plenty of stories too, but it's just like, I feel like telling the stories let people see exactly how real it is, because we're some regular ordinary folks. We're some regular folks, And if we can do it now, I ain't made it to Mr. Stokes status yet, but I'm on my way. I'm still in it. I'm still climbing. I'm not going backwards.
Right.
So, it's like the mindset. The mindset is the biggest thing. When you can get people to think outside of, and I have to start spreading my conspiracy theories. It's by design. You're not supposed to want to think outside of the box. You're not supposed to have a mindset that gets you out of being an employer to being an employee. So, you got that working against you too, because you feel like this is the norm. And like Tom said, there's nothing wrong with having a job. Not a doggone thing in the world. But what's wrong with having a job and having a business?
That's good. Makes sense.
Well, Tony, we're coming up on 49 minutes. I don't want to keep them over an hour. What you got to motivate the people? Let me hear you say something to motivate the people.
Okay. I really don't
excited about our cash flow tour as they were about their Renaissance tour.
I don't really have nothing. I got whoever show up, you're going to get blessed, just like I got blessed, and Melissa. Once you get this information, you can't not unknow it. You got to apply it. I'm gonna tell you, apply these strategies. It's a building block, y'all. It's step. Credit, debt elimination, sharing the business, the platform with other people. The blessings gonna come. man, just how much of that blessing do you want? Who are you going to talk to? I'm not a selfish person, y'all. I believe I done probably gave more money away than I made in my business just because I want people to get it like I got it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I'm like Mr. Stokes. I mean, you can have a bunch of money in the bank, millions of dollars, but if you feel like you're not done yet, your job, your assignment is not over. You're going to continuously wanting more people to learn and build with what has helped you. So, man, I'm just looking to pack the house and share what we know and we all build together. I mean, I'm so excited about building at my church, y'all, because I think my financial coach and my spiritual coach have a lot more in common because I've seen them, I've heard them on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I'm telling y'all, if you come to any location, whether it's Montgomery, Huntsville, or Hillsborough, or Birmingham, you're going to get blessed. So be prepared to be blessed.
Exactly. And I second that emotion. Let me find the flyer again because I'm going to probably use it as a thumbnail, but just so we can here it is. Okay, so Monday, July 24th, Montgomery Jan's Beach House Grill. That's at 8. The address is 850 Eastern Boulevard. Number, I ain't got my glasses on y'all. Number 850. And that's gonna be in Montgomery, Alabama. So everybody down there in the camp,
Come
once you
through.
get off work,
Come through.
come through 7 o'clock. Um, I'm not from down there, but I'm sure y'all know what Jan's Beach House Grill is. So, come through. Tuesday, I look forward to seeing all you smiling faces.
Me
I
too.
will
I'll
be
be there.
in. Yeah, we'll be there. We're gonna, that's home area for us.
That's home
So
team right there. Home
home
team.
team. We went to high school with Pastor Gregory. All of us went to, and you know what? They had
I know. I
reunion.
miss it too.
I forgot. I completely forgot about it. But anyway, um, and I saw that they had a nice few videos I've seen on Facebook. It seemed like they had a nice turnout.
Hmm.
Y'all come through. The ones that came through on Saturday to celebrate Cortland High School's reunions, come through Pastor Greg's church. He's at First Missionary Baptist Church of Hillsborough. You know. If y'all from around here, y'all know where Hillsborough off 20. Come on to 426 Front Street, Hillsborough, Alabama. July 25th, that's Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock. Traffic should be died down. If you coming, you got to come through Huntsville, come across the bridge, all that stuff. Come on through. Come out, hear Mr. Stokes. He gonna talk to you. He gonna answer your questions. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Greater Faith Christian Church. The address is 5650 Rockdale Road. I've been there many times. Very nice church. Very nice Pastor Paul. I will be there Saturday to hang out with y'all. So I'm hoping to see, some of my folks in Birmingham that I hadn't seen in a minute. Come out 10 o'clock Saturday morning. We ain't gonna hold you long, but we're gonna give you something that'll make you want to stay longer. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
talk about the money, how
Yeah.
you improve your financial situation. So hopefully you guys will come out and support. If you don't, it is what it is. But we just wanted to share the excitement with y'all. And thank you so much, Panda's Hair Candy. And more Pandy has her YouTube channel that and she actually became our business partner through YouTube. She came to a YouTube that we were a guest on at Brianna Simone Pettyville's, and we talked about credit. And Pandy heard she had the mindset, and she's been on board ever since. Pandy jack all trade. And y'all
Jill.
check her channel out. There's Pandy Hair Candy and more, and there's also Making Money Moves with Pandy. That's her money channel. But both of them very fun, informative, educational channels. So y'all check them out. The hood table keep the hood. Everything from the hood table to the White House. She talks about. She is a very good resource for anything YouTube herself. very supportive. Y'all check the hood table out. Thank you for coming through and always supporting Tanya.
Thank you.
So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I ain't getting no notice or nothing. Now we just hit the button and came on because we was all hyped. We was like, we got to tell it. And I wish I could be there Monday, but that's just gonna be a little bit too much of a stretch for me to try to get up to Montgomery.
Right. I got you covered. No worries.
But if I could, I would be up there too. But I would definitely be in the house Tuesday, and I would definitely be in Birmingham Saturday. And I'm looking forward to hanging out, learning, sharing, getting some other people excited about generational wealth and money,
And money.
So
right.
Thanks for coming through, partner. Even though you just got out, I mean, this man here, forever going somewhere. He done went and robbed New York City. I told Kia next time I'm gonna fold Nia up and put her in a suitcase and send home with y'all.
Okay. She can go.
Look, you been talking about going to New York, and I'm like, I don't know when that's gonna be, But I love the fact that we got people, and you know what? I hate to bring this up, but they was embarrassing us while y'all was gone. We had a little Alabama situation that's been in the news and stuff from your
yeah.
So
yeah.
It's nice to have something refreshing. That's why I want to have something refreshing to talk about for Alabama.
Right.
We ain't been looking good. Look, I've been cheap. I've been quiet. I'm like,
yeah.
But anyway, y'all come through and see how Alabama do it on a positive note.
On a positive note. There you go.
All right, we'll have it.
All right.
Thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
All right.